A news source is contradicting what the New York Post reported yesterday and is saying that Jada Pinkett Smith's ex-lover, August Alsina, did not watch Chris Rock's comedy special. But the two outlets reporting it are the same ones that tipped off those sources from Will and Jada. Something's off here. Is this damage control? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. Now, look, I'm going to read the new quote. I am going to speculate after that, so heavy warning ahead of time. I don't have proof of this damage control, but this seems like damage control to me. I'm curious what you guys think. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Thanks to everybody who subscribed. Hit that subscribe as well as that bell so you get alerts of our pop culture news. Smash that like button and become a part of this community. We're here every day, live and posting content. I appreciate all you guys who have joined us. All right, now, here's the latest. Here's the latest report, and this is coming in from Entertainment Tonight and People Magazine, two outlets that I do put above others, including the New York Post, to be fair. But let's read the quote at first. All right, so this came into Entertainment Tonight, and Entertainment Tonight is now reporting source, page 6, which cites a source who claims Alsina found Rock's stand-up special funny. A rep for Alsina tells ET, this is a lie. Mr. Alsina has not seen Chris Rock's special at all, as he's been busy on tour, the rep continued. So there you go. Putting out a much like, no, not true. He's on tour. He didn't watch the show. People Magazine also jumped on this, saying he hadn't seen it. People Magazine says this is a lie. Mr. Alsina has not seen Chris Rock's special at all. He's been busy on tour. His rep told Entertainment Tonight. Reps for Alsina did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. Now, New York Post has not corrected or adjusted. And in fact, this rep from Alsina didn't write the New York Post to try to get on the record and correct it. Now, who knows if the New York Post would have. They're not, to me, my favorite outlet. They don't always seem to be as honest as others. Let's be fair. But you'd think if this was something that you were putting out there, you'd respond back to both the New York Post and to People. Now, People doing their due diligence is making it clear, like, we didn't speak to the rep directly, but yeah, this is what we're being told. Being told by who? This is all very interesting. If you're August Alsina and you want to set the record straight and just make it clear that, look, I didn't watch the special, which is kind of a neutral take, right? Look, I got no take because I didn't watch it. You have an Instagram follower of almost 7 million followers, right? You're posting regularly. You got a new album come out and you are posting stories as of yesterday. It's 18 hours ago. So you're active on Instagram. You're telling me you wouldn't have just posted a story saying, I didn't watch the show, guys? Does this sort of really clearly get yourself out of it? Wouldn't that be the proper protocol if you really want to get out there and not just have one rep tell Entertainment Tonight and deny it? It just feels off to me. Now, this could be true. It could be true. They just reached out to Entertainment Tonight. Maybe Entertainment Tonight is the only one that got them. They said a comment, then they gave up and said, yeah, don't say anything at all. But something just seems fishy here, especially when you realize that the both outlets that are reporting this report out are the same ones that put out Will Smith's comment, which we reported on. If you didn't watch that one, head on over here. Will Smith was hurt, called the special distasteful, but also admitted he didn't watch it. So does that mean this was in fact real as I thought it was? And People Magazine, who's also out there saying he didn't do it, is the same one that made it clear that Jada Pinkett Smith had no part in the drama, that she was obsessed. If you haven't watched that one, click on over here. It's 2 parts. You're not going to want to miss that one because had no part in the drama, girl. What are you talking about? Yes, you did. So all of this is just very interesting to me. And you got to remember, you go dig a little deeper. Jada has a relationship with People. Oh, absolutely. Only in People Magazine, our family's untold story. Not only Jada, but the whole family's in there. That's what she likes, these full family stories. Jada, her mom, Adrian, and daughter Willow all have donned the cover of People Magazine to get the word out on Red Table Talk stuff that they're working on. Jada needs that attention. So Jada's clearly got these relationships at People. She must have them in Entertainment Tonight as well, I can only assume. So it seems odd that these two outlets are now trying to debunk August while also putting out quotes that have not been debunked by reps from Jada or Will. So look, the biggest takeaway I get from this is that, yeah, these were real. These were real. Will Smith's reaction was real, and I'm going to put both reactions at the end of this video so you can find them easily. Will Smith's reaction clearly is legit. He's hurt by Chris Rock, which I'm sorry, Will. I love you, Will. I really do love Will. I don't keep meaning to pile on. This is news. You went up there and slapped and caused this news, and we're reporting it. And I like Will. I want Will to get his career back. I think he should have the opportunity to work again. I do enjoy Will Smith. But man, you don't get to be hurt right now. You don't get to be hurt right now. You completely embarrass this man on TV way more than Jada's done. He did way less than what Jada's done to you. So you've put it all out there. So how are you hurt? How are you hurt? And for Jada to say she has no part in it, this is fishy. Again, why wouldn't August Alsina just put this out there? Now I reached out to reach out to August. August, is this really? Come tell us. Set the record straight. Just put a clip out. Put it on a story. Come on in. Hey, please, just set the record straight. I wish he would, because there's a lot of questions out there. And if you really are team Jada and Will, why wouldn't you want to step up and help them? And if you're not, then I guess you wouldn't want to say anything. Is that the other take is? If you're not part of that team, you're just going to let it sort of you're either going to confirm and say, yeah, no, they suck, or you're just going to play the better person and let it all unfold to everybody else, right? Is what it seems like is happening here. With his active Instagram following, you'd think he could easily squash this beef, but no, he's not doing it. So what are your thoughts on this? I'm curious. Also, we just got the ratings in. I'm going to go there in a second, but Jada Pinkett Smith's ex denied watching it. So therefore, why would they do this? Damage control? Because they don't want him coming out saying it's truthful. The talk of affairs is truthful. Jada's got to be out there saying, no, this was not an affair. This was an entanglement. Will gave his blessing. He knew. Will's okay with it. Is Will really okay with it? Or is this all narrative PR spin from Jada? Why isn't Jada putting out quotes and things to support Will right now? Like, I don't get it. He supported you that night, and she's only always out there doing damage control. It bugs me. I got to be honest. Well, there you go. That's the update here. Now, ratings. Ratings are in, sort of. Now, Netflix doesn't really give us the ratings, but I was curious, and I told you guys I'd report it, so here it is. How were the ratings for Chris Rock's special? Well, they did make the top 10 of US, but not global. Now, you got to remember, while this doesn't seem huge, it kind of is, because the special was released on a Saturday, live. It was only released in the US, and most other shows that are competing with Chris Rock have multiple episodes. Netflix counts like the whole series. All the hours you're watching of that show helps its total to land on that top 10 list. So for this 1 hour special to crack that list proves it did really well, but hard to compete with every other show that has far more hours of content that's adding to the algorithm. It's also interesting that Netflix wouldn't just cheat this. You'd think Netflix would just put this up on top and be like, look, we got to win, because we don't know. We don't know. To say that, why not just goose the ratings more? It makes me wonder, are these real ratings that they are actually putting out there? In which case, good for them. But we don't know the net ratings. We'll never know the official ratings. They could easily help to trick that. But maybe there's a reason they have to pay Chris Rock more if it does more. Who knows what the reasons are? But you got to keep that in mind, that this was most of these shows, as it says here, the Chris Rock special was Saturday night as opposed to Thursday or Friday for most of the other streamer shows, and has a running time of 1 hour, far shorter than the typical Netflix series. So again, all that comes into play. And when you add it all together, series typically fare better because they're binging up several hours worth. For the fact that Chris Rock's 1 hour busted through that coming in so late in the week for one hour only in the US is pretty impressive. They do say that the Nielsen ratings should come out soon, the next week or so, to sort of help explain how this really fared. Also, it wasn't in all the other countries because it was live and then it was dubbed later. So it sort of has a delay. But yeah, in a few weeks, we could see more detailed viewing data as Nielsen releases its US streaming charts for that week. Provided, again, its relatively short running time and small release window for that week, don't place it outside the top 10. So mixed bag for this. It looks like, yeah, it did well. It didn't do like hugely well, where Netflix is out there putting press releases out, which surprises me, but still clearly did well enough to crack amidst Netflix's algorithm of views. But what do you all think of this? Are you surprised by the views? And what do you think of this August Alsina denial? Do you believe this is him? Do you believe this is Jada or Will's team trying to put out damage control? What do you think? I want to hear your comments down below. If you haven't already, again, like I said, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get alerts and join our pop culture coverage here. Smash that thumbs up. And I want to see your comments. I'm going to try to reply to some of your comments. We'll be live later today. Much more content to go through and much more news. Thank you guys so much for watching here on Popcorned Planet.